What happens when the God you want to feel close to is revealed as unbearably holy? That is not a small question. It reaches into the way you pray. It reaches into the way you hide. It reaches into the quiet fear that if God were fully seen, you would have nowhere to stand. A lot of people are comfortable with the idea that God is loving. Many are even comfortable with the thought that He is powerful. But holiness feels different. Holiness feels dangerous. Not because God is cruel, not because He is eager to crush you, but because holiness means He is utterly unlike us in purity, in majesty, in moral beauty. He is not improved humanity. He is not the best version of us. He is God. Isaiah 6 opens in a moment of earthly instability. In the year that King Uzziah died, a throne on earth is empty. A nation feels the tremor. But then Isaiah sees the throne that is not empty. I saw the Lord sitting on a throne, high and lifted up, and the train of His robe filled the temple. Can you feel the contrast? Human rule ends. God does not wobble. Human glory fades. His robe fills the temple, and above Him stand seraphim, burning ones, creatures made for the presence of God. Even they cover themselves. With 2 wings they cover their faces. With 2 they cover their feet. With 2 they fly. Sinless creatures are not casual in the presence of divine holiness. And what do they say? Not love, love, love. Not power, power, power. Though God is love, though God is all-powerful, they cry, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of His glory. This is not one attribute among many, tucked into a list. This is the blazing center. This is the word repeated 3 times. This is the atmosphere around the throne. His holiness is the beauty of all that He is. His love is holy love. His justice is holy justice. His mercy is holy mercy. Everything in God is clean, radiant, uncorrupted, without shadow, without stain. And when Isaiah sees this, he does not congratulate himself for being spiritually sensitive. He does not say, I finally understand deep things. He says, Woe is me, for I am undone. That is what holiness does. It tells the truth. It shatters the little comparisons that make us feel respectable. It silences the habit of measuring ourselves against other people. It exposes the thin paint on our self-righteousness. Before a holy God, the soul stops performing. Isaiah says, I am a man of unclean lips, and I dwell in the midst of a people of unclean lips. Why lips? Because lips reveal the heart. What spills out of you is not random. The sharp word, the half-truth, the flattery, the bitterness rehearsed in private, the prayer that feels thin because your heart is split in 10 directions. Holiness brings all of it into the light. And maybe that is where you are right now, not shaking doorposts, not temple smoke, but a moment of uncomfortable clarity. You see your impatience more clearly, your envy, your secret pride, your ability to look composed while carrying compromise. And part of you wants to back away from God until you can clean yourself up. But that is not what happens in Isaiah 6. Notice this carefully. Isaiah is exposed, yes, but he is not abandoned. He is ruined in one sense, but not rejected. The God whose holiness reveals His sin is the same God who provides cleansing for it. Then one of the seraphim flew to me, having in his hand a live coal, which he had taken with the tongs from the altar. From the altar. That matters. The place of burning is also the place of atonement. The place where sin is answered is not inside Isaiah's effort. It is in what God provides. And he touched my mouth with it, and said, Behold, this has touched your lips. Your iniquity is taken away, and your sin purged. Taken away, purged. Do you hear the mercy in those words? Isaiah names his uncleanness, but heaven names his cleansing. Isaiah says, I am undone. God says, your iniquity is taken away. This is why holiness should not make you run from God in despair. It should bring you to the end of pretending. It should bring you to the altar, because the holy God is not only the one who exposes sin, he is the one who deals with it. And Isaiah 6 does not end at a coal and an altar in a vision. It points forward. It points to the greater cleansing God would provide in Jesus Christ. At the cross, the holy justice of God and the holy love of God are not at war. They meet. Your sin is not waved away as if it did not matter. It is judged. And your cleansing is not earned by your effort. It is given by grace through faith in the one who bore your guilt. So, if God feels frightening to you today, ask why. Is it because he is holy? Or is it because you are still trying to stand before him with something of your own? You do not need a polished image. You do not need a better script. You do not need to shrink his holiness down to a manageable size. You need what Isaiah needed. You need mercy from the altar. You need cleansing you cannot manufacture. You need the grace of the Holy One. And here is the wonder. The holiness that uncovers you is the holiness that makes real grace necessary, precious, and bright. If God were less holy, grace would be smaller. If sin were less serious, mercy would feel thin. But because he is holy, cleansing is not sentimental. It is astonishing. So today, do not settle for a tame God who never confronts you, and do not run from the true God when he does. Let his holiness humble you. Let his holiness empty you of self-defense. Let his holiness prepare your heart to receive what only he can give. Come honestly. Come uncovered. Come agreeing with him. And hear the good news that still stands for every sinner who comes through Christ. Your iniquity is taken away. Your sin is purged. This is extreme faith. Until next time.